Thank you and good morning. Walkabout Resources, ASX listed company. Disclaimer, just a snapshot of the company. We're capitalised around about $30 million, so small. We have about $8 million in the bank, so the balance sheet's very strong. We have had a new shareholder over the last probably 4 or 5 months in our engineering partner based in China, and they hold just under 9%. You can see the share chart's been a little bit volatile. We're a very small team. We've got the board basically as the technical director and geologist Andrew Cunningham, who's here. Alan Mulligan is a mining engineer and he's over in Tanzania at the moment. And we outsource our consultants, so we remain very small. Our focus is basically to develop the Lindi Jumbo graphite project in southern Tanzania. There's been lots of news about Tanzania of late. We met with the Prime Minister of Tanzania last week, and we're very positive that we'll receive our mining licence in the next month or so. Just a snapshot of what we're doing. We haven't stopped. We're continuing to do all the engineering work in China. We've done all the drawings and costings and partial funding in China. So whilst we've been waiting for the mining licence, work has been ongoing. In addition to that, we picked up 2,000 square kilometres of southern Namibia, and we have an exciting exploration program down there looking for lithium, and we have acquired Lonman's operation in Northern Ireland, so we also have a very exciting exploration campaign going on there. So it's a busy year so far. Just a snapshot of what we're doing. We raised the money, about $9 million back in January. We started the exploration campaigns in Namibia and Northern Ireland. We're waiting on our mining licence, but as I said, it's ongoing work in China. We have the ongoing Silk Road funding coming out of CMBM to finance all our equipment in China. Our engineering partner, Jingpong in Yantai, is an excellent partner to have, and they are very confident that we will get the mining licence, and they will be pressing the button on building the equipment. As that's going on, we've got procurement agreements and construction agreements, and we have 4 contracted parties ready to go in Tanzania. So the project is in southern Tanzania. It's about 200 kilometres from the coast. Very good deep water port, container port. The road is 2/3 sealed and 1/3 very well graded and being sealed. And you can see our mining licence on the western edge of our exploration licences, where there is certainly enormous exploration potential to increase our resource. You'll notice that we have a life of mine grade of 16%, the highest in Tanzania, and we have a life of mine of 20 years. So our resource is not large at 30 million tonnes, but it's certainly significant for producing 40,000 tonnes per annum of high-grade, large flake graphite. So the other thing about this outstanding deposit in terms of its flake size and its grade is that our operating costs are $292 a tonne at the gate, and we can get it to the port for $350 and ship it to Jindal or Germany for about $440 a tonne. So we expect that when we press the button and we awarded the mining licence, that we'll be in production within a year. So because of the outstanding characteristics of our deposit, we have 75% roughly of our resource above 180 micron. So we get a very large basket price for our superior product. And you can see the revenue contribution above 180 micron in terms of our 40,000 tonnes that we're producing. Because of this large flake and outstanding characteristics and low operating costs, we actually only have 30 million US in terms of funding the entire plant. We'll probably save some money on that, but it's not a lot of money. We are mining 16%, as I said. The life of mine is 20 years, and we can, through limited flotation cycles and limited chemicals, get it to 95 to 97% concentrate, which is what we're exporting. So we have early negotiations, obviously not binding at this stage because there's no price specs in there, but we have contracted 3 parties for 75% of our 40,000 tonne production. Each of these players, one trader in Germany, one in China, and a end user or a graphite producer actually in China, would like to take 100% of our entire production. So we're waiting till we're closer to production where we can talk binding offtake, and certainly it's a spot market, but certainly talk pricing. We don't necessarily operate and leverage ourselves to batteries. Because of our high flake distribution, we are also selling into the expandable market. So you can see here that in the middle there is a photo of graphite when it's been expanded, and some of the photo down the bottom is the sheet graphite and rings that you produce from graphite. But so anywhere there's high temperature, high pressure, it's very strong, it's very light. The Germans are probably way ahead of the pack in terms of specialty products using graphite. So as I said, this is an outstanding investment case in terms of the grade of 16% TGC because of our operating costs and our flake size distribution. In the background, we have picked up 2,000 square kilometres of southern Namibia, and we have a very exciting exploration campaign going on down there. We have 90 line kilometres of outcropping pegmatite, and we have known lithium occurrences, and we have Andrew Cunningham has an exploration campaign going on down there at the moment, but we're getting access to one of the properties and very excited about the potential. Also very excited about the exploration campaign we've got going on in Northern Ireland at the moment through the acquisition that we made in terms of Lonman's assets, which we picked up, and now over time we've added to that package of exploration. We've added on additional exploration licences. The orange ones up here we acquired through Lonman. This one is an additional package, and it's 20 Ks from Dalradian's 4.4 million ounces. You can see some of the results here, but this is where we're excited in terms of the Dalradian prospect. And just looking at it here, we've picked up early rock chip and soil sampling of 58 grams per tonne gold, 0.13 cobalt and 2.7 copper. So we have just been getting approval to fly a survey aeromags over this, which should be in the next week or two. So we can go into some of the targets, but basically the aeromags fly is going to give us hopefully some drill targets in the near term. Thank you very much.